documented fact. Step up and take your friends and family to Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv, and PlanetInfowars.com. The truth will set them free.
Tell folks how you got introduced to Super Male, and then when Super Female came out, tell us what happened.
After I saw such a huge positive change in my husband, I had to try it for myself.
Talk about the effects.
I feel great when I wake up in the morning. I have drive to go to the gym. I feel like I look better. I feel better. I feel sexier. I love it. Even if you don't believe in supplements, take the challenge. Get a bottle of Super Male, a bottle of Super Female. Check it out for yourself. Consult your physician. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today. This is life-changing.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put two and two together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
From the water table to our soils to the atmosphere itself, our world is becoming more and more toxic each and every day. But it's not just the air outside that's toxic. Indoor air has been shown to have 2 to 5 times higher concentrations of pollutants than even outdoor air. And most Americans spend 90% of their time inside using toxic chemicals within their homes. There are more than 42 million smokers in the United States. Well over 1,000 types of mold and mildew linked to numerous conditions. And don't forget the fact that 6 million Americans live with pets they're allergic to as well. When I began to research these statistics, it was clear to me it was time to start cleansing my lungs in order to combat the toxic environment that we cannot escape but that we can fight back against. Made with organic and wild cultivated herbs and manufactured in the USA, the new InfoWars Life Lung Cleanse is here in a convenient spray bottle that can be brought with you throughout any toxic environment. Now available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
We're in the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll be back tomorrow live in studio. Video simulcast the whole night with the weekday transmission. All right, I want to finish up the news here and the situation with the White House basically in total panic over 2 people climbing the fence. But before we do that, I want to encourage everybody to remember that we have some of the most groundbreaking, cutting-edge, high-quality supplements available at InfoWarsLife.com. And not only are you getting high-quality supplements at very affordable prices, you're funding the absolute tip of the spear in the information war. So I want to invite everybody to go to InfoWarsStore.com or InfoWarsLife.com to get the amazing Oxy powder, a special type of oxygen, proprietary. It's been out for 20 years, but we have the flagship group that we're getting it from, pun intended, Dr. Group. Goes right through the GI tract, just flushing everything out. Oxy powder, discounted and available right now at InfoWarsLife.com. We are getting in more DNA Force this week. We have the OcuPower, probably the most powerful eye formula out there with the non-GMO, super high-quality concentrated compounds, some of them patented, known to help with eyesight and other nerves in the body as well. Not just the ocular areas, but it focuses on that. InfoWarsLife.com. High-quality water filtration, the ProPure G2, the clearly filtered, 10% off, the already lowest price with promo code WATER. All of that and more available at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We can answer all your questions, 888-253-3139. Okay, so the politicians are in these big, giant armored compounds, huge jumbo jets, red carpets, red carpet events with Hollywood stars. Why, they're so wonderful. What does it signify that you've got a mentally ill person in a Pokemon outfit, and he's admittedly in the news in the Troy Record saying he had a history of mental illness, wanting to meet with the president to have him heal him? I think he needs to go to Benny Hinn. I think that's who he goes to, not to President Obama, not to Baphomet. But who knows, different strokes for different folks. So you've got that going on. And then now you've got this Army veteran scaling over who've been homeless for a while, living with 2 dogs in a camp shack, they're saying. This is just people totally desperate, enamored with celebrity, just like you'll get mentally ill people that try to climb the fence at Paris Hilton's house every week. Or you'll get mentally ill people that try to, break into where John Lennon lived in New York. I mean, this is what happens when they turn the president into this pop celebrity, where he doesn't deliver anything. He torches the country. He's the figurehead of that. It isn't angry people that hate Obama you've got to worry about. It is the mentally ill people you've got to worry about. And this sick society is generating so many of them. But the wicked flee when none pursue. I forget what Bible verse that is, but maybe we can look that up. But the wicked flee when none pursue. And that's what's happening here. The wicked flee when none pursue. And I've always used that quote, but they have the new True Grit with Bridges, starts with that. It's Proverbs 28:1. Thank you. The wicked flee when none pursue. When the establishment is doing all these bad things, any authoritarian regime gets more and more oppressive. Presidents up until Kennedy's day didn't have all that security. And did security keep Kennedy safe? Here's another question. Overblown security? Did having the NSA spying on everybody pre-9/11 protect us? Having all this spying, did it protect us from ISIS launching all these offensives? No, because our own power structure basically ran the whole thing. The truth is, we have a power structure that's very mafioso, very thuggish, and just like North Korea or just like Mexico, our system now resembles a classical Roman Empire in decline, a banana republic. Does that mean the average cop is a bad man or woman? No. Does it mean the average FBI agent's inherently bad? No. Does it mean the average person in the CIA is bad inherently? No. A lot of them join for the right reasons. But if you think that the top isn't rotten and that corruption isn't intensifying at the highest levels, you're blind. And denying it is going to let the corruption completely and absolutely take over. The Constitution lives in the hearts of school teachers and auto mechanics and cops and judges and firefighters and factory owners and miners and just everybody. It could come back anytime like a phoenix from the ashes. So is the average cop a bad person, even though I criticize the police state? No, I've actually found on average, they're better than the general public. More awake, more dedicated, understanding what's happening. But on a very short social engineering leash and being manipulated big time. That's why we got to reach out to the police, because tyranny or liberty will come to your door in a uniform. It's a historic fact. Now, shifting gears into other news here. This is out of the China Daily Mail. And it's also in their major state-run media, reporting that China is now planning to move nuke subs officially off the U.S. coast. The head of their Navy said just last week, as well as their Army. You've seen these reports that they're preparing for nuclear war and see us as the main enemy now. So that's going on. Meanwhile, we have a White House that evacuates when a guy in a Pokemon outfit with a Pokemon doll climbs over it. So that's what's going on here. And they're saying, we'll prosecute you. You're all going to get in trouble. Do you think that's going to stop crazy people? Since when did threats of jail ever stop someone completely out of their mind? Address why we have crazy people everywhere increasing. Every time I hear about somebody getting shot for no reason, like a cop in Austin by somebody in Walmart, I said that person's going to be on some type of psychotropic drug. And, of course, they were. And you're not going to stop cop killing by throwing that guy who was a zombie in jail on a bunch of Xanax. You're going to stop it by phasing out drugs that are causing this. I mean, it's so simple. But see, they don't want that. They'd rather just grandstand. Oh, it's horrible. There's crazy people just shooting people randomly. Yeah, because we're an immoral, decadent, demonic society, as evidenced earlier in John Bound's report. I mean, I'm sorry, and I'm not on some moral high horse here. I got my own problems, but at least I want to be good. I want to try to be a good person. I love Jesus Christ. Who do you love? I mean, is your God the mainstream media? Because if our God is Hollywood, Our world's going to look like Hollywood. What you idolize is what you build. It's what you create. And if you idolize a father that's strong and works hard and is honorable, you'll probably be strong and honorable. But if you're brought up by a bunch of psychopaths, brought up by the system, you're going to idolize that. And that's what we're dealing with, is unprecedented evil increasing in this society. I didn't even get to this. We'll cover it tomorrow. A giant military plant, a weapons plant, exploded in eastern Ukraine. Devastation was massive. The photos and videos are up on Infowars.com. Looked like a nuclear explosion going off, or an atomic explosion, but so did that fertilizer plant in West Texas. The town of West Texas, not actual West Texas, the town of West. Remember, that blew up, looked like a nuke going off, and the Ukrainians have said that the Russians nuked it. No, actually, Russian separatists, probably armed by the Russians, fired 3 missiles into it, and that was also videotaped. The airport was also attacked, and it's just terrible. I mean, the people running our country, not we, but the people running our country, have us in a pitch battle in Syria and in Ukraine with the Russians. And I'm not, again, saying the Russians are good, but the Russians didn't start it. And where I come from, when you start something, you're to blame for it. When you start something, you're to blame for it. So that's escalating very, very quickly right now. Obviously, Scottish independence didn't happen. A lot of allegations of fraud. Some video evidence of that up on Infowars.com. The defeated nationalist leader is a socialist. That's kind of an oxymoron. Says Scots tricked out of independence. No, they were so scared of the socialists and the communists that they didn't do it. That's what happened. They were so scared of labor, they jumped right back in the arms of the Tories that are basically the same people. So that's what's happening on that front. Now, again, continuing, I mentioned this earlier, but I want to hit on it in closing. College student forced to remove American flag from balcony. The school said it could offend foreign people, close quote. Just like NBC reports all over California, you can't wear American flags at school because it's offensive. That's like North Korea. They let you wear an American flag shirt if you're a visitor in North Korea, but not in America. And again, they want to take the most extreme example and make you submit to it, because then the sky's the limit. Remember Massachusetts school districts last week wouldn't take 2,000 plus free pocket constitutions? So there was a backlash. They said, oh, these are controversial. These might be offensive. That's what, if you don't support Obamacare, you're racist. If you don't turn your guns in, you're racist. They're just using this to manipulate us. It's cold-blooded. They're not liberals. They're authoritarians. And John Boehner and others work with them. Powerful Sunday transmission. Great job of the crew. God bless you all. See you back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic Super Male Vitality formula. Super Male Vitality by Infowars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose.
I jump out of bed ready to fight these criminals every day. I look forward to waking up and taking my Super Male Vitality.
Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from Infowars Life.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Using unparalleled research in the development of a synergistic formulation based around the key concepts of super oxygenation, the next level in cleansing is here. With key ingredients backed by real clinical studies, the new Oxy Powder, available through Infowars Life, was invented during Dr. Group's research on the toxification of our bodies. Many herbal colon cleansers are harsh on the body and contain cheap and potentially dangerous ingredients, oftentimes full of synthetic fillers, GMOs, additives, or worse. First, gently start cleaning your body with easy capsules that start working while you sleep. Oxy Powder does not require time off work, and there's no need for bad-tasting concoctions. Instead, Oxy Powder slowly releases monoatomic oxygen into the intestinal tract and body. Experience the astonishing cleansing power of superoxide and ozonide technology. Go to InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com to get started with Oxy Powder, or call 1-888-253-3139.